This is the plaintiff, Douglas Blackwell. He says he's known the defendant's family for many, many years and just can't believe it's come to this, a lawsuit. The defendant sold him a classic 1953 Chevy Bel Air. There was something very wrong with the car, which has cost him big time, to the tune of $3,383.28, the amount he's owed. This is the defendant, Carolyn Richburg. She says the plaintiff simply got in over his head when he realized how expensive it is to restore a vintage car. She's sorry, but the plaintiff can't just decide to call off a deal on a whim, and friend of the family or not, she's keeping his money. She's accused of being unfair.
Douglas Blackwell, you are suing Caroline Richburg?
Yes.
Carolyn Richburg, for $3,383.28 that you say she owes you on a deal gone bad on a 53 Bel Air. Tell me what happened.
Well, I met her on 6/2 to speak to her about the car.
You two knew each other before that, right?
Yes,
No.
I knew the family.
How did you know it?
No.
Okay, I'll get your side in a second. How did you know her before that?
I knew the family. I knew her father, brother, and the family.
Okay, and so how did you know her personally?
I seen her. I didn't know her personally.
Okay,
Right.
so you contact her, why?
A friend of mine told me that she was selling cars.
Okay, and whose cars were these?
It was originally her father's and her brother's cars.
Okay, and her father had passed away?
Her father and brother deceased.
Okay, and so she was selling how many cars?
One, the Chevy Bel Air.
That's the one you were interested in?
Yes.
So you call her, and what happens?
Well, I told my friend of mine to put me in touch with her. I spoke to her on 6/2 about the cars. I came back, and I gave her the down payment for the car.
How much did you agree to pay for it?
$3,000.
All right, and what did she tell you about the car?
She said as is, and I spoke to her. I gave her the down payment then. Once I gave her the down payment, she told me I have to be back in 5 days with the balance.
Okay.
I came back with the 5 days with the balance.
So you gave her $2,000 the first day, and then
Right.
you gave her another $1,000 the third day.
Right.
There's no dispute that he gave you $3,000, right?
No dispute.
Okay, go ahead.
Then I asked for the papers and the keys. She didn't have them.
When did you ask for that?
When I gave her the initial $2,000.
The initial
And
$2,000.
when I came back for the initial
No,
down.
when did you say that? At the $2,000 or the $1,000? When did you
Both,
say?
both.
You said to her, I need the keys and the paperwork, and she said what at the $2,000 mark? When you first gave the first deposit, what was her answer?
The keys, she said she have them in the box somewhere in the house.
Okay.
She said the paperwork, no problem.
Okay, and then when you gave her the $1,000, you asked her for it again.
Right.
And she said what?
Same story with the keys in the box, and that she was going to get the papers.
Well, where was she going to get it from?
She never said. She said she had them. She was no problem. You get them.
Okay, but
So-
now when you're done paying the whole $3,000, why aren't you picking up the car and getting the keys and the paperwork right now? Like, that's sort of how it works, so I'm not getting it.
When I gave her the.
Well, no, I don't say, you say exactly, but my $1,000 wouldn't leave this hand without the keys and the paperwork in this hand,
You're
so
right.
I'm trying to understand.
You're right. The same thing my wife told me I shouldn't have done.
That's right. And,
Right.
and you're going to be hearing that quite a bit, okay? Because look at where you are.
Right.
Why didn't it happen that way? Because your wife wasn't standing by your side to keep you from acting stupid?
No, I wish she was.
Okay, I know you do.
But
So now I want your answer. Why didn't it happen that way?
because I was still going on to the family thing, that I knew the family and that she was
So
bringing to
when
me.
was she going to give it to you? When were you going to get the car and the keys and everything else?
I
You
had-
got the car?
No, it's still at her garage.
Okay, so...
I supposed to got the car on the 10th when I gave her the balance of
And then when
$1,000.
she said, I can't... What'd she say? I can't find the keys?
She can't find the keys. She don't have the papers.
And then what she said, give me a few... Tell me what she said.
Okay, I'm going to tell you now. She told me there's millions of ways to register the car. I said, I don't want a million ways. I just want one way. You have to give me the papers and let me register the car. She never produced the papers.
Okay.
So that's why we're here now.
Okay, now, how long did you wait before filing the lawsuit?
Okay, we started this deal on 6/2,
June 2nd.
June
Okay.
2nd, 2010.
Right.
And I filed the papers on June 15th.
Okay, because you have been asking for the paperwork, she didn't give you the paperwork, and you never agreed to buy a car without paperwork.
Exactly.
Okay, did she find the keys?
Never.
She find the keys?
Never.
Okay, what's going on?
In terms of what?
Oh, wait, why don't we start with keys and paperwork? That would be a good place to start.
Well, I told him before he gave me the money I didn't have the paperwork and or the keys. I told him that from day one. I never hid that.
What's he going to do with it?
What he's gonna do?
Yeah, why would he buy the car if you tell me, here, I have a car to sell. I want $3,000 bucks, but you'll have no way to register it, drive it, or get into it because I don't have the keys.
Well,
you think I would buy it? Like, why should I believe what you just said? By the way, you deny that, right? Obviously.
Definitely.
So why should I believe this version?
I didn't have the car for sale. He came to me. He searched me out. I told him when he searched me out, he looked at the car and I said, I don't have the paperwork, but I won't have problems getting it, and I don't have the keys. I said, I have a box full of keys. You feel free to look through that, but I don't have the no.
Okay, did you?
No, because I didn't figure I had the keys, but I do have a box of keys. But he never wanted to go through them.
How was he going to get in the car and use the car?
Well, you can get keys made.
So you expected him to go through the expense of getting a locksmith over there?
Well, I said to him, I don't have the keys. I said that.
What about
from
the paperwork?
onset.
Why don't you have the paperwork?
Because I inherited this. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I said I didn't have the papers. I said if you buy it, you have to buy it as is.
No, well, as is refers to mechanical. It does not refer to whether you even have the authority. Wait. I was in the middle of a sentence.
Okay.
It doesn't refer to whether you have the authority to sell a car. We don't even know if it's your car to sell. Whose car is it?
It's my
You say
car.
you inherited it, but it was never transferred into your name. Was it specifically mentioned in a will? Like, how did this work?
No, well, the thing of it is, it was transferred to, well, it was my mother's estate.
Is your mother deceased or is your mother?
No, my mother is very ill. She's not deceased, though.
Okay.
But I'm in
So
charge.
it's your mother's car.
Well, the thing of it is, we did find out that she transferred it to a brother of mine.
And is that the brother who passed away?
Yeah.
Does that brother have heirs, children?
No.
Okay.
No.
Did he have a will?
No.
Okay.
But I'm working on it. I have an auctioneer who is going to help me get the paperwork.
So you still don't have the paperwork?
No, but I have the VIN number now. I have something.
Full disclosure, I just asked one of these guys, you have a 53 or what?
I owned one at one time.
I can't believe that.
Yes, I did.
Great cars?
What?
How long have you had it?
Oh,
Or did you?
I had it, I'm going to say about 3-4 years.
When did you sell it?
It was about 1960.
Would you buy one today? Would they hold up?
Oh, certainly they'd hold up. They're a good car. They were a good car back then.
You would probably sell one. You wouldn't buy one. Going inside the courtroom.
Well, what's your defense here?
Well, the thing of it is, I wasn't trying to keep the money and sell the car. We made a deal. That was it. I told him in the beginning. It's not that I'm trying.
I have to be honest with you. If I believed that, I would look at him and say, look, she told you she didn't have the paperwork. She told you she tried to get it, and you have jumped the gun filing a lawsuit so quick. The problem is I don't believe you that you told him that you didn't have keys or paperwork.
Okay.
Keys may have, I don't know whether the keys thing is accurate or not, but has a solution. Paperwork does not have an easy solution. I know, because this may be your first car without paperwork, it is not my first case in front of me without paperwork. Sometimes it's easy to solve, sometimes it's impossible to solve, which means he can't resell it. He can't put it on the road. And he ends up eating a problem you inherited. We don't even know that you can sell this car, that it's yours to sell. So on that reason alone, I find in his favor. You know, it's not that it's impossible to sell a car without, in some states it is, but it's not that it's impossible in your, put your bag down, I'm not done. It's not that it's impossible, no. It's not that it's impossible, she can't wait to get out of here. It's not that it's impossible to sell a car without a title. You could sell a car for parts. It's just that I don't believe this car was sold for parts. I believe this car was sold because he wanted this nice, peachy 53 Bel Air out there that he could show off, not as art, but as a car. Now, you are suing for the $3,000 that you paid her, as well as what?
The car battery and the mechanic that checked the car out.
All right, I find in favor of the plaintiff in the full amount of $3,383.28. That's my verdict.
Thank you. Okay. I don't have a gun.
What happened? How come you're walking out saying you don't believe it and everything?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Why not? Right there. Just stay still right there. Turn this way. Yeah. What happened?
I don't know really what happened. I do have, I did get the money. I was going to sell the car.
Judge said she didn't believe you that you told him you didn't have the paperwork and the key. She didn't believe you.
It doesn't matter about that. We know what happened.
What happened?
That's what I said from the onset. What benefit would I have to say I had papers if I didn't have them? I don't understand that.
I don't know. What about the friendship? You had a friendship.
No.
The family's here.
No.
Families.
Don't go there.
Where?
Because he told you how he friends with some other relatives of mine, not with me.
How come
the
not
first
you?
time I ever met him was the day he came to buy that car.
Do you not like him?
No, it's not that. I'm principal.
Your principal?
Yes.
All right, so step on in here. You satisfied how this thing comes out?
Definitely.
All right. What happened in this case? Did she try to pull a fast one on you?
She never produced the keys or the papers. And everything she's saying here is not true. Not at all. I never seen a box of keys, never seen the papers at all.
How would you describe doing business with her? What'd she like to do business with?
She's no good doing
greedy.
business with.
No good?
She doesn't tell the truth.
She's greedy.
And the principle is,
Yeah.
if you're going to sell a car, have the keys and have the papers.
I think Harvey would agree with that.
Okay, you know, you can have a situation where somebody doesn't have full rights to sell the car, but the other person agrees, and you kind of give the money and you wait to get the title. I am telling you, do not try and sell a car, and do not buy a car unless there is clear title before you put any money down on the table. I'm telling you, it will bite you in the you-know-what.